गुरुकुलपूर्णं तत्सम्प्राप्तागमान् तद्विदयमनुगणं शिष्टतापूर्णमग्र्यं श्रेष्ठश्रीरङ्गरामानुजमुनिकरुणालक्षाश्रमं तं सद्वस्तं श्रीवराहं यतिवरमनघं देशिकं संश्रयामि। लक्ष्मीनाथसमारम्भां नाथयामुनमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं कोनयादिपराङ्गं। यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं। गोष्पतीकृतवाराशिः मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे निदात्मजम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। उल्लङ्घ्य सिन्धोः सलिलं सलीलं यशोकवह्निं जनकात्मजायाः आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्कां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमदले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम्। अग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामणं। लक्ष्म्याशः ऋषिकेशः देव्या कारुण्यरूपया रक्षकः सर्वसिद्धान्ते वेदान्तेऽपि च गीयते என்பது ஒரு சாஸ்திர வாக்கியம். In this Shastra Vakyam, it says the great Almighty Bhagavan Srimad Narayana is always associated with Lakshmi and is protecting us in her presence. Ajayamano bahudha vijayate says Purusha Suktam. The Bhagavan himself says Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vetha parantapa. I have taken a lot of births. Similarly, Swami Nammalvar says Virappil Palpiravi Peruman. So Bhagavan takes avatars in this world for uplifting his devotees. Whenever Bhagavan comes down to this earth, Shri Mahalakshmi, the consort of Srimad Narayana, she also comes down to this earth. Parashara Maharishi in Vishnu Puranam says Devatve Devadeveyam Manushyatve cha Manushi Raghavatve Abhavat Sita Rukmini Krishna Janmani. If Bhagavan takes avatar as a Deva, she also comes as a Devi. If he takes avatar as a human being, she also comes down as a human being. Actually, there is an avatar of Bhagavan where he has taken the form of a mango tree. During that avataram also, Mahalakshmi took the form of a mango tree. So always Bhagavan comes down with his Mahalakshmi in an equivalent form. In a Shri Vaishnava Sampradayam, the name itself suggests Shri Vaishnava Sampradayam. Vaishnava means following Vishnu. Shri refers to Mahalakshmi. So we are the followers of Shri and Vishnu. We cannot approach Mahalakshmi alone, or we cannot approach Mahavishnu alone. Ravana approached Mahalakshmi alone, Sita, he was killed. Shurpanaka approached Rama alone, trying to kill Sita and just approaching Rama, and her nose and ears were cut. So, as Swami Deshikan says, Dampati Daivatam Naha, the Divya Dampati. In this world, if two people get married, they are called as Dampati. But Mahavishnu and Lakshmi, they are eternal couple. So, they are called as Divya Dampati. So, they are always together. But for the joy of the people of this earth, they seem to be separated and they come back together. One such event is Sita Rama Kalyanam. Today we are going to enjoy this auspicious story of Sita and Rama's wedding. They are always wedded. Even when Bhagavan took Vamana Avataram, in which he came as a Brahmachari, Mahalakshmi did not move. Mahalakshmi is residing in the chest of Mahavishnu. If you see Srinivasa Perumal's image, you will be able to see Nachiyar sitting on the chest of Bhagavan. They are always married. But in Vamana Avataram, Bhagavan came as a Brahmachari, Bhikshuka. Even then Mahalakshmi told, I will not move from your place. Even if you go as a sannyasi, I will not leave you. So Deshikan in his Dashavataram Stotram says, Krishnajinam Yavanikam Kritavan Priyayaha. He made Krishnajinam is deer skin. He put a deer skin like this and covered the chest so that he can hide Mahalakshmi. So Mahalakshmi is always with Rama or always with Vishnu. So, but for us to enjoy their wedding, they come separately and get married together. Today we will enjoy the story. Before that, yesterday we saw that. Yesterday we saw till the birth of Sri Rama. The Ramajananam comes in 18th Sarga of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana Balakandam. In the same Sarga, Dasharatha has started thinking about the marriage of Rama. That is 12 years have rolled by. If you see in Krishna Charitram, the Charitram from when Krishna is born till he is 10 years old, till Kamsavadam, that is the greatest part. Everyone knows. He did Navanitazoriam, he did Govardhanodharanam, he did Rasalila, he did Kalinganarthanam, everyone knows. But in Ramacharitram, Valmiki runs for the first 12 years very quickly. It is just 3 shlokas, he jumps to 12 years old. So Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrugna, all these 4 brothers did Gurukula Vasam under sage Vasishta. And they became 12 years old and Dasharatha started looking for a bride for all these 4 people. On that day he had called his court with Vasishta, Vamadeva, Jabali, Kashyapa, Katyayana, Suyagnya, Gautama and Vijaya. These 8 people are the spiritual advisors of Dasharatha and he had 8 worldly ministers including Sumantra. So he was discussing this prospect of marriage of Sri Rama and at that time someone came. Tasya Chintayamanasya Mantri Madhye Mahatmanaha Abhyagachan Mahateja Vishwamitro Mahamunihi. Vishwamitra, the sage with great tejas, he had come outside the gates of Dasharatha's palace. The guard came inside to inform Dasharatha that Vishwamitra has come and Dasharatha runs to invite him. So we learn one thing. Even though Dasharatha is the king and Vishwamitra is just a sannyasi roaming around, he gives so much respect to Vishwamitra. Dasharatha does not go alone. He goes along with Vasishta, who is his Kulaguru. We will talk about how Vishwamitra and Vasishta's rivalry turns out to be a very interesting thing. We will be covering that in today's story. So he invites him, he gives him an asanam, gives Adhyam, Padyam, Achamaniyam, all these he gives him, does all the upacharam and says to him, Yatamritasya samprartita varsham sampraptihi yata varsham anudake yata sadrishadareshu putra janma prajasya vai. Dasharatha says to Vishwamitra, today I am so happy, as happy as someone can be when he receives nectar, amritam. As happy as someone can be when there is no rain for a very long time and it rains heavily. But Valmiki thinks these 2 things Dasharatha has never experienced. Dasharatha has not eaten nectar and Dasharatha was a good king. In a good king's kingdom, there can be no time with famine. It always rains properly. So there is only one thing Dasharatha has experienced and that Valmiki gives in the next sentence. Yata sadrishadareshu putra janma prajasya vai. If a man gets a child after being married for a very long time, that joy I have received by Vishwamitra's visit. Dasharatha have waited for 60,000 years to get a child, Rama. So he knows that joy and he says to Vishwamitra that he is as joyous as that person. So he asks Vishwamitra about his well-being and what he wants and what is the purpose of his visit. Vishwamitra says, I am going to do a yaga for 6 days and 6 nights. Shadratram, that yagam is called, for the good of this world. But these Rakshasas are coming towards me and pouring blood, putting meat into the yaga kundam. I can curse them, but once I start doing the yagam, I don't have the rights to get angry or put a curse on someone. I should be steady. So I need your help to defend my yagam and complete the yagam successfully. Dasharatha says, yeah, I have done this a lot of times. I have killed a lot of demons. I have even helped the Devas to conquer the Asuras. So like this he says and say, I will come with you. But Vishwamitra says, no, I don't want you. Swaputram Rajashardula Ramam Satyaparakramam Kakapakshadharam Veeram Jeshtam Me Datumarhati. He says, you have a very black child standing near you. Kakapakshadharam. Kakapaksham is a hairstyle. So when someone has a very short hair but they try to put a kudumi, it is called Kakapaksham. So they are kids, they are 12 years old, their hair has not grown long enough. So he says, Kakapakshadharam. Dasharatha was like Kaka Pakshadrum, all the four are having Kaka Paksham only. Then he says, Jyeshtam, the eldest. Dhatu Marhati, you have to give me the eldest. Dasharatha almost fainted. He actually fainted for about 48-45 minutes. So he says, after he woke up, he says, no, I cannot send my child. If you want me, along with my relatives, along with my friends, along with my entire army will come and protect your yagam. But I will not give my son to you. At that time, Vishwamitra says one sentence. Aham Mahatmanam Ramam Satyaparakramam Vasishtopi Mahatejaha Yeche me tapasi sthitaha Aham Vedmi. I know Rama. What does I? Everyone knows Rama. What does I know Rama mean? In Purushaduttam, there is a phrase saying Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam. This yesterday, as Gopalan pointed out, when Vishnu takes avatar as Rama, Vedas take avatara as Ramayana. So whatever is the essence of Vedas, that is there in Ramayana. So there are many places where Valmiki hints it subtly. This is one of the places. Aham Vedvi Mahatmanam Ramam Satyaparakramam. Veda Aham Yetam Purusham Mahantam. Aham Veda, I know this. Purusham. Purusham is Narayana. Mahantam, that Mahatma. Similar words are here. Aham Vedmi, I know. Mahatmanam Ramam. Purusham is Ramam. Vedmi is there. Vedam. Aham is there in both the places. And Mahantam is there. Mahatma is here. So, when Bhagavan takes avataram, the Vedas also take avatar. Dasharatha thinks, see, I know, I have given birth to Rama. He is my child. I have been knowing him for 12 years. How would this Rishi know better than me? So there are hints that Vishwamitra says. You are sitting on a Simhasanam. I am sitting on a Darbhasanam. I have better knowledge than you, so I will know him. You are having Raja Dandam, that the Dandam that all the kings have. I am having Yoga Dandam. You are having a crown on your head. I am having a Jata Mudi on my head. You are having a bow in your head and I have Darbha grass in my hand. You are a king and you are into Artha and Kama. I am a hermit. I am into Dharma and Moksha. You are seeing Rama as a child, but I see him as the Supreme Almighty. So these are the difference between you and me, Maharaja, and I know Rama better than you. But Dasharatha is trying to not send Rama. So he gives one example. He says one reason. Una Shodasha Varusho me Ramo Rajiva Lojanaha. He says, my Rama has not even turned 16. So he could have directly said Rama is only 12 years old. But why he says Rama is less than 16? So I will give an example for that. If someone goes to a school going child or like some 11th standard, 10th standard kid and goes and asks, do you drive car? Most probably they'll say, I have not turned 18 yet. Because 18 is the age for driving a vehicle. Similarly, in those days, 16 was the age for doing yuddham. So anyone under the age of 16 did not do yuddham. So Dasharatha says, my Rama has not even turned 16 years old, so I will not send you along to do yuddham. The next line he says, na yuddha yogya manastasya. He is not eligible to do yuddham. Shyami saharakshasik. That too you are not calling for yuddham with normal people. You are calling for yuddham with rakshasas. It is worse. And rakshasas are called as nishacharas. Here Dasharatha uses a word, me Ramaha Rajiva Lochana. Rajiva is lotus. Rajiva Lochana, lotus eye. What happens to lotus? When the sun comes out, the lotus blooms. When the sun sets, the lotus becomes small. It closes. Similarly, Rama wakes up when the sun rises and he goes to sleep as soon as the sun sets. But these Rakshasas are called Nishacharas. They gain power only in the night time. How do you expect Rama to do this fight with Rakshasas? So I will not send. Dasharatha was stubborn. So Vishwamitra left. By leaving, he said, you be happy with all your relatives, friends, children and wives. Be happy. It is like, I don't know how to put it properly in English, but நன்னாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்கும் நன்னாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்கும் the difference, that is the difference. So saying in a sarcastic way, it means like you will go back. So Vishwamitra left angrily. At that time Vasishtha intervenes. Vasishta and Vishwamitra are arch rivals initially, and later they became friends, but they were arch rivals. But Vasishta says, Vishwamitra has come to take your son for a reason. He can protect the yaga himself, but he is asking the help of your son because it is good for your son. There is something good that he is planning for your son, and you don't stand in the way. You give your son to him. After this, Dasharatha did not speak a single word because that is how you listen to Acharya Vachana. So the shloka says, Dadau Kushika Putraya Supritena Antaratmana. Dadau. It says he gave. He did not send Rama. Just like if I want to give this phone to someone, I can just give it to them. This phone will not ask me, why did you give me to them, like that. Similarly, Rama, he gave like an innate object. Rama listens to Dasharatha just like that. So he gave Rama to Kushikaputra. Kushikaputra is Vishwamitra. So did he give Rama alone? No. It is always buy one get one offer. If Rama goes, Lakshmana will go. Ramasya Dakshino Bahuhu. Lakshmana is Rama's right hand, and the life of Rama that is residing outside Rama's body. That is Lakshmana. So without Lakshmana, Rama doesn't go anywhere. So these people start walking. When they start, Vishwamitra gives them two mantras, Bala and Atibala. He says, Nashramo Najvaro Vate, Narupasya Viparyayaha, Nachasuptam Pramattam Va, Darshayishyanti Nairutaha. These two mantras will remove any fatigue, any hunger, thirst, tiredness, any hurt in the body, any changes in the body. It will prevent any of that. You have to walk a long way, you have to fight for a long time. So these mantras will help you. Nightfall came, and they all slept near the banks of Sarayu river. Then morning, 4 o'clock, Vishwamitra woke up and he wanted to wake up these children. They are sleeping. So he is admiring the beauty of these two kids sleeping. And that time this shloka, I think almost everyone knows. Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narashardula Kartavyam Devamanhikam. This shloka is Venkatesha Perumal adapted that. He stole that shloka. So, but it is originally in Ramayana. So he says Kausalya Suprajaha, O son of Kausalya. So it is said that Vishwamitra started at 4:30 in the morning. Kausalya Suprajaha, Kausalya Suprajaha, Kausalya Suprajaha, Kausalya Suprajaha. What lucky this Kausalya is, she gave birth to you. What lucky this Kausalya is. So it seems like he was telling it for a very long time, and then only Uttishta, wake up and do your Devamanhikam, do your Anushtanams. So they kept walking. First they came to this place called Kamashramam. Kamashramam is the place where Lord Shiva burnt this Manmatha with his third eye, and all his parts fell in this place, Kamashramam. So it is near the Ganga and Sarayu Sangamam. Sangamam is the place where two rivers intersect. So Sarayu goes and intersects with Ganga. So like the Prayagraj show is very famous. It is the intersection of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Here it is the intersection of Ganga and Sarayu. Near that place only Kamashramam is there. Even today these places are well preserved. So they wake up and they start walking. They come to a very eerie place which feels very haunted. So Rama asks Vishwamitra why this place feels so haunted. So Vishwamitra tells about the story of Tataka. This Tataka was actually a Yakshini. Yakshas and Yakshinis are like similar to Gandharvas, and they are demigods. They are not this Indra, Varuna, that level gods, but they are little lesser. And they also have a lot of art forms. They represent art forms, but they are very weak in strength. So Rama is asking, how can a Yakshini gain so much strength? Because Yakshas are usually very weak. So Vishwamitra starts telling the story. So Tataka was the daughter of a Yaksha called Suketu, and she married someone called Sunda. He was also an Yaksha. This Sunda, once he did something wrong towards Sage Agastya, and Sage Agastya killed him. When knowing this Tataka went and tried to kill Sage Agastya. At that time, Sage Agastya gave her a curse: you will become a man-eating monster. And she gained the strength of 1,000 elephants. So it is described in Ramayana. So she was wearing a necklace. The necklace is nothing but 1,000 elephants. One elephant's trunk tied to the other elephant's tail. So she made a mala like this and she is wearing. So you can imagine how big she was. That mala was of 1,000 elephants.
Why is it a curse? She became powerful, right? After.
She became powerful, but it is not in a good way, right? She has to eat human beings, she has to destroy people. So this Tataka destroyed everyone and that entire forest. So whoever walks in that place, she hits them. And this Tataka's sons are only Maricha and Subhahu. So Vishwamitra is explaining this. At the same time, they hear a big roar. This Tataka is coming and standing in front of them, and she says, "I am going to eat all of you." So at that time, Vishwamitra says, "Shoot your arrow and kill this woman." This is the first war that Rama is waging, and Rama now has a dharma sankatam. So dharma sankatam, the word is usually misused. So dharma sankatam is when there are two dharmas and they are contradicting each other. That is dharma sankatam. But we say one dharma is there, one dharma is there. We say this. I have a dharma sankatam, but that is not dharma sankatam. Dharma sankatam is you should not wage war with women. Yuddha dharma. You should always listen to your acharya, other dharma. No, these two are contradicting. So Rama confronts this to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra says, "I don't have any personal vengeance with this Tataka. Don't think I am having this personal vengeance and then asking you to kill her." See, she is not a woman. By appearance, she is a woman. So there are two words in Sanskrit. One is guna, and the other is guni. Guna is the quality, and guni is someone who possesses it. She, though being a woman, does not possess the qualities of a woman. In the absence of guna, that cannot be a guni. So she does not have the qualities of a woman, so she cannot be a woman. So there is no wrong in killing her. And Rama shoots his arrow and kills her. Now I'll go to Kamba Ramayana, a very beautiful verse by Kamban. Sollokkum kadiyaveha suducharam. He says, how fast Rama's arrow went. You can say it went in the speed of lightning, it went in the speed of air, something like that. But Kamban uses a very beautiful word. Sollokkum kadiyaveha chudusaram. The arrow went with the speed of sound. The speed of words. That is basically the speed of sound. Maybe Rama used the sonic missile in those times. Kariya semmal allokkum nirattanal mel vidudalum வைரக் குன்று கல்லொக்கும் நெஞ்சில் தங்காது அப்புறம் கழன்று கல்லா புல்லர்க்கு நல்லோர் சொன்ன பொருளென போயிற்று அன்று. The arrow went with the speed of words. It did not go like a needle going through a banana. Her body is like diamond. But it tore her chest and came out. In what speed? If you advise to an idiot how fast he will forget, in that speed the arrow came out of her body. That is how Kamban says that. So after this, Tataka is killed. So they start walking again. Vishwamitra gives Rama's son Shastras for his use and to make him more powerful. In turn, Rama gives those Astras and Shastras to Lakshmana. Rama is the guru of Lakshmana. Usually, in a family, father will be the guru or the eldest brother will be considered as the guru. Other than the acharyas, father is given Guru Sthanam and the eldest brother is given Guru Sthanam. So Rama gives all those Shastras to this Lakshmana. And they reach the place where Vishwamitra is planning to do this yaga. That place is called as Siddhashrama. It is in a place called Buxar in Bihar. This Siddhashramam is now located inside a jail. It was not inside a jail earlier. Now there is a modern jail. Inside that, this place is there. The Siddhashramam is well connected to Vishnu. This is the place where Vamana Murti was born. So Vishwamitra says, Yesha Purvashramo Rama. This is your previous ashrama. That can be considered in three ways. It is related to your Purva Avataram. That is one way. This is the ashramam where you are living in your Purva Avataram. It's the second one. The third is, now Rama is Brahmachari. Soon he is going to get married to Sita and become a Grihastha. Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasam is called as ashram. So he says, this is the last place you are going to be a Brahmachari or Purva ashram. This is your previous ashramam. Soon your ashramam is going to change. He is giving a hint like that. So he says explains about the entire story of Vamana Murti. So throughout the way, he has been telling stories to Rama and Lakshmana. Um, Vishwamitra takes his sankalpam and starts the yagam. Again here beautiful verse by Kamban. எண்ணுதற் காக்க அரிது இரண்டு மூன்று நாள் விண்ணவர் காக்கிய முனிவன் வேள்வியை மண்ணினை காக்கின்ற மன்னன் மைந்தர்கள் கண்ணினை காக்கின்ற இமையில் காத்தனர். கண்ணினை காக்கின்ற இமையில் காத்தனர். So these two, protecting the yagam place like eyelids protect your eyes. There is a very sukshmartham here. If you see your eyelids, there are two eyelids. The top one is bigger than the bottom one. And always the top one only comes and closes on the bottom one and not the other way. The bottom one does not go and hit on the upper eyelid. Similarly, Lakshmana stood at the entrance of the ashramam and Rama came around the ashram and protected it. So Lakshmana is like the bottom eyelid and Rama was like the upper eyelid. So Rama kept moving but Lakshmana stood in the same place. 5 days of yaga was over. The 6th day, the Rakshasas started coming. Maricha and Subahu, the sons of Tataka. Rama killed Subahu at the same place and he pushed Maricha into the ocean using an arrow. Why did Rama do that? If you see Krishna Avataram, any Rakshasa who comes into Gokulam, he is done. He cannot go back. But in Rama Avataram, at least Rama gives 1% life. Even in the further wars, he left one person alive throughout. One reason is these Maricha and Subahu are Tataka's sons. So now Tataka is dead. Someone has to do the Pitrikaryam for Tataka, Antima Samskaram. So he left Maricha alive to do Tarpanam for Tataka. So even then Rama is thinking about Dharma. There is one more deeper interpretation for this. So we do Papam and Punyam. These two are our enemies. Papam is like a normal jail, Punyam is like a golden cage. These both prevent us from getting liberated. When we do Sharanagati to Bhagavan for the first time, he destroys all the papam. That is, he kills them. But we live in this world. If we are in this world, we tend to do papam. We might not do knowingly, but we might do it unknowingly. We tend to do papam. That papam, how Bhagavan removes it, he pushes it away. He makes the papam not reach you. The papams that are already there, he destroys them like he destroyed Subahu. The papams that might come later, Agami, that he removes like he pushed away Maricha into the ocean, he removes that from us. So this is one of the hidden meanings in Ramayana. That is why Ramayana is called as Vyangya Kavyam. Vyangya is hidden. Throughout Ramayana, there are hidden gems placed that are not visible for a plain sight. But when we go to an Acharya and learn it from them, we will be able to know this. So Vishwamitra, Deshikan, Swami Vedanta Deshikan, a poet around Sri Vaishnava Acharya around 750 years back, he has made a prose called as Raghuvira Gadyam or Mahavira Vaibhavam. In that he says about Tatakavadam and this Maricha Subahu. Together he says in a single line, Tanutara Vishika Vitadana Vighatita Vishararu Shararu Tataka Tatakeya. The entire happenings he gives in a single sentence. So later Vishwamitra says, the yagam is completed, he did Avabrita Snanam. Avabirata Mattiya Devadi Devanai. And that says in Tirupavai. Avabrita Snanam is the Snanam done after a yaga is completed successfully. So Rama, they all had Avabrita Snanam and Vishwamitra said, okay, thank you so much for your help. You may go to your kingdom. Rama was like, see, your work is done now, you are sending me back. My work is not done yet. I should go and get married. So he says, Imosma Munishardula Kinkarau Saupasthitau Ajnapaya Munisreshta Shasanam Karavavakim. Rama says, my father has sent us to do Kainkaryam to you, to do service to you. Now you tell us, is there anything else that we have to do to you? So he says, Maithilasya Narasreshta Janakasya Bhavishyati Yajnah Paramadharmishtaha Yatra Yasyam Aham Vayam. Now I am going to Mithila. I have got a messenger from Mithila saying that there is a Dhanur Yagam in Mithila and I have to go for that. That Dhanur Yagam, I am going for that. If you want, you both can come with me. So they both go with him. On the way from, now you can imagine, now they are in Buxar, Bihar, and now they are going towards Nepal. Now Mithilapuri is in Nepal. Now they are going to Nepal. Then on the way, just to not get tired, Vishwamitra says them a lots of stories. Deshikan takes he tells nine stories. Kushika Sutta Kathita Vidita Nava Vividha Katha. He says 9 stories. Nava means 9. It can also be taken in different sense. He tells stories with new techniques. He tells them stories such that it is very engaging. So first he talks about the stories of Kusha. Kusha had a son. His name was Kushanabha. This Kushanabha had 100 daughters. Vayu Bhagavan wanted to marry these 100 daughters. But these 100 daughters said, I will not marry you without the consent from my father. So Vayu Bhagavan became angry and gave them crookedness. They were not able to stand, they became crooked. So this Brahmadatta, he got married to all these 100 daughters, and as soon as he got married to them, they were relieved of their crookedness. That is the Brahma Tejas of Brahmadatta. This Kushanabha, along with his 100 daughters, had a son called Gadhi. That Gadhi is none other than Vishwamitra's father. So there is a very interesting story that happens here. Initially, Gadhi had only a daughter. Her name was Satyavati. She got married to a rishi called Richiga. So this Satyavati's mother, her name is not explicitly mentioned anywhere. This Satyavati's mother wanted to have a son, and Satyavati also wanted to have a son. So they both approached. That is, the mother-in-law and wife come to this Richiga and ask, "We want a son." So this Gadhi was a king and Richiga was a Brahmin. Gadhi was a Kshatriya. So this Gadhi's wife and Richiga's wife go to Richiga and ask, we need son, you make some yagam for us. So this Richiga makes charu. Charu is kind of a payasam that is offered in the yajna. He makes the charu, and one charu for Brahmana Shishu and one charu for Kshatriya Shishu. And he says, you drink this, give this to your mother. The mother becomes jealous of her daughter. She thinks Richiga would have done better charu for his wife, and I'm just his mother-in-law, so he might have made a low quality thing, and she swaps it. They both get pregnant. And Richiga says, see, I don't think to his wife, I don't think your garbham is a Brahmana Shishu. It seems different. So Satyavati goes and confronts her mother and she agrees, I changed the charu. So Richiga says, a very satvika child will be born to your mother and a very angry child will be born to you. So Satyavati falls in the feet of Richiga and asks, is there any way to remove this? Richiga says, I cannot remove this, but I can push it one generation later. That is why Richiga's son was Jamadagni and Jamadagni's son was Parashurama. Here Gadhi's son was Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra was a king. Later he became a rishi. But Parashurama by birth was a Brahmin who should not have anger. But just because some king killed his father, he started killing every king he sees. So that is how these characteristics changed because of the change in this Charu Payasam. So Vishwamitra says all the stories. This is how I was born. Then they come along to the banks of Ganga. Then Rama asks Vishwamitra, what is the story of Ganga? And he says, this story is much related to you, Rama. Ganga is in this world because of one of your ancestors. So that Rama's ancestors, there was a king called Sagara. Sagara decided to do Ashwamedha Yagam. The Ashwamedha Yagam, a horse is sent around all the places. If someone, whichever place the horse goes, that belongs to the king. If someone opposes the king has to fight back and get back the horse. Then only this Yagam can be completed. This horse, by mistake, went into Patala Lokam and it sat near Kapila Vasudeva, Kapila Rishi. There what happened was, now the horse is missing. This Sagara had 60,000 sons from one wife and one son called Asamanjas from another wife. These 60,000 kids he sent in search of the horse. These people went there and they found this horse standing near Kapila Maharishi. They mistakenly thought this Kapila Maharishi stole that horse and he has kept it. So they tried to attack him and he was in Dhyanam. As soon as he opened his eyes, all the 60,000 people were burnt into ashes. So now the horse is also missing, children are also missing. But Sagara decided, I will not send Asamanjas, that as the name suggests, he is a very simpleton. So I will send the son of Asamanjas, who is Amshuman. Amshuman somehow finds Kapila Maharishi, he asks for forgiveness. Kapila Maharshi says, you can take back the horse, I don't have any restrictions. But I cannot revive these people. You have to bring Ganga, which is running in Swargolokam. So this Anshuman starts to do tapas. He is not able to finish the tapas. So his son Dilipa continues to do the tapas. He is also not able to finish the tapas. Then Bhagiratha. The tapas is not 1 year, 2 years. This said it is 20,000 years, 30,000 years tapas. They do tapas. Then finally Bhagiratha is able to convince Ganga to come to this earth. Ganga says, I will come down with high force. I need someone who can withstand my force. So Bhagiratha says, you wait, and goes to do tapas towards Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva says, yes, I can hold this Ganga. Then when Ganga started coming down, she came with a lot of pride. She coming with natural force is different, but induced force is different. She came with extra force and Shiva got angry. So he just tied Ganga into his head, into his jatamudi. So he did not let it down. Bhagiratha is saying Ganga is not fine, it is not coming to the ground. So he again does tapas to Shiva and asks, no, I need this Ganga to flow in this earth. And Shiva opens just one lock of his hair and lets Ganga out. Even then Ganga's pride was not completely removed. On the way there was this sage called Janhu. Janhu's ashramam was that she washed it away. Janhu became angry and drank the entire Ganga. Just like how Agastya drank the entire Samudra, this Janhu drank entire Ganga. Then again now he falls in the feet of Janhu. No, you should let Ganga out. And finally, Janhu lets Ganga out through his right ear. That is why if you see like a lot of people, like when they cough or sneeze, they keep their hands on the ear. That is basically Ganga's in the right ears, and it is for Shuddham. So this Janhu Maharishi, it came out of, Ganga came out of him. So Ganga is called as Janhavi. It came down due to the tapas of Bhagiratha. So it was known as Bhagirathi. So finally this Bhagirathi washed the ashes, and finally these people got Sadgati. That is how the Ganga story ends. Then he tells the stories of birth of Kartikeya, Amrita Mantana story. Then he tells how the Sapta Marudganas were born. Then they finally reach Vishala kingdom, and they were greeted by the king there. After that, after staying there for 1 or 2 days, then they start moving towards Mithila. On the outskirts of Mithila, there is a very beautiful ashram, but there is no one there. No one has inherited that. Rama starts to ask questions to Vishwamitra. Why is this ashram like this? And Vishwamitra starts to narrate the story of Ahalya. So Ahalya was the most beautiful woman of that time. And a lot of devatas, including Indra, wanted to marry her. But Ahalya's father put a condition that whoever sees a cow with 2 heads, to him only I will give my daughter in marriage. So no one knew how to solve it. But Gautama Maharishi, he went and solved it. How in the sense? When a cow was giving birth, initially the head of the calf will come out. At that time, if you see, the cow will have 2 heads. So he told it to Ahalya's father and he got married. But this Indra, he's the Deva, but he's an evil person. He somehow wanted to get Ahalya. So once when this Gautama Maharishi, he went for Anushtanam early in the morning, he came in the form of Gautama Maharishi. And he tried to be with Ahalya. Though Ahalya knew something was wrong, she did not stop him from being with her. So when Gautama Maharishi came back, he cursed Indra to have 1,000 eyes all over his body. And he cursed Ahalya. There is a very bad interpretation saying, cursed Ahalya to be a stone. He did not curse her to become a stone. He cursed her, you will live such that no one sees you. That is basically, if you see Valmiki's story also, he did tapas and this anthill came over him. So no one was able to see him. Similarly, she also sat in tapas. And she asked, when I will get Shapa Vimochana? When Rama comes here, we will get Shapa Vimochana. So when Vishwamitra was telling the story itself, Ahalya came out. So there is another misinterpretation saying that Rama stepped foot on the stone and Ahalya came out of the stone. No. Rama, even for the sake of removing someone from curse, will not touch any other woman other than Sita. So how he would have touched the stone? So basically what happened was, the Pada Dhuli, the dust that touched the Padukas of Rama, hit Ahalya and she was relieved from Shapa Vimochana. That is what Swami Deshikan says in Paduka Sahasram. the dust that has touched the paduka of Sri Rama, it flew and went and hit Ahalya, and she was relieved from the shapam. As soon as Gautama knew and he came, this is where Rama proves the chastity of Ahalya. Rama prostrates before Ahalya and says, "You look like my mother." So that is how he gives back the Pativratyam for Ahalya. And they start walking. Now they go inside. Then there is a very beautiful song Kamban says as Vishwamitra's words. Ivvannam nihalnavannam iniyinda ulagukkellam uivannam andri mattror tuyarvannam uruvadundo மைவண்ணத் தரக்கி போரின் மழைவண்ணத் தன்னலே உன் கைவண்ணம் அங்கு கண்டேன் உன் கால்வண்ணம் இங்கு கண்டேன். When you are fighting with this dark Asuri, the Rakshasi, Tataka, he says మైవண்ண తరక్కి, the Rakshasi who is as colored like Kajal, and Malaivanna Tannale. Rama is also black, but her black is different from Rama's black. That is how he says she is dark as a Kajal and Rama is dark as a rain cloud. When you killed her, I saw the skills of your hand, and here I saw the skills of your feet. Kaivannam angu kanden, Kalvannam ingu kanden. There is another interpretation here. Kalvannam, Kal in Tamil also means quarter, 1/4. Till this part, 1/4 of Ramayana is over. So Kalvannam ingu kanden. So they go into Mithila, and there is a large crowd. Here I am quoting more from Kamban, little bit of my Kalpana also. So they go inside Mithila and they see a large crowd standing. Large crowd of women. What was happening is Sita was playing catch and catch with her friends in the balcony. So these women were standing on the road to see Sita playing catch and catch. Umayalokkum mangaya ruchi karam vaikkum. So Kamban says, these people are so astonished by the beauty of Sita. Someone might ask, maybe all other women were very ugly and little better was Sita. And so that maybe they found Sita very beautiful. Kamban says, those women who were admiring Sita were as pretty as Parvati Devi herself. Umayal okkum mangayar, those women. So when you see something very happy, very sad or something, you keep your hands on your head. Similarly, these people are keeping hands on, oh, what a beauty, what a beauty. These women are seeing Sita. Mangayar uchi karam vaikkum kamayal meni kandavar kaatchi karegana. They are not, like if you see something, you will feel happy about that. They are not getting enough happiness. They keep seeing, but still they are not satisfied by seeing her. The women are talking to each other. Imaya nattam petrilam. These devas have eyes that do not blink. So these people are saying, I wish we could have had eyes like them so that we can see Sita continuously without blinking our eyes. And the Deva Patnis who are in the sky, they are telling, even then you cannot see. Irukanna lamayad. With 2 eyes you cannot see Sita. Even if you don't blink, with 2 eyes you cannot see Sita. Imayanattam pettilam enbar irukannar amayadendrar andaravana tavarellam. Those devas says, even with 2 eyes you cannot see Sita. So Sita is playing ball, and assume Sita is in the balcony. She is facing her back to the balcony, and people are standing here. Someone from the other end threw a ball. Sita was not able to catch it. Sita missed the ball, and the ball is coming. Luckily, usually Vishwamitra walks in the front, Rama goes in the middle, and finally Lakshmana comes. In this, there was like a lot of crowd, and they changed the order. Vishwamitra went forward, Lakshmana also went, finally Rama has to go. The ball exactly comes, falls on the shoulders of Rama. It was not a normal, but we assume it like a ball made of flower garland. So Rama sees from where something falls, he takes from where it comes and he sees up. And Sita is tracking the ball with her eye, oh, where it is going, will it fall on some random person? Should I go and ask sorry to him? She is seeing the ball. Rama is seeing from where the ball came. Sita is seeing where the ball went. Kamban beautifully puts. Ennarum nalathinal inayal நின்றொழி கண்ணோடு கண்ணினை கவ்வி ஒன்றை ஒன்று உண்ணவும் நிலை பெறாத உணர்வும் ஒன்றிட அண்ணலும் நோக்கினான் அவளும் நோக்கினான். This Sita has never thought about any other man in her life till now. Rama has never thought about any other woman till now. So what happened? These two eyes met. He says, he did not say the eyes met. He says, the eyes ate each other. The eyes ate each other. Just like the best example is how a dog will bite you. Like that, those eyes caught each other. Kannodu kannine kavvi. Ondrai ondru unnavum. They ate each other. Till then, their hearts were fluid. Like their manas was fluid. It was not on any particular person. But at that second, their hearts froze. And after that, Rama did not think of any other woman in his life. Sita did not think of any other man in her life. Ondrai ondru unnavum nilai perada unarvu ondida. It is not like they wanted to look at each other and they looked. They randomly looked at each other and this happened. Then what happened? பருகிய நோக்கென்னும் பாசத்தால் பிணித்து ஒருவரை ஒருவர்தம் உள்ளம் ஈர்த்ததால் வரிசிலை அண்ணலும் வாட்கண் நங்கையும் இருவரும் மாரிப்புக்கு இதயம் எய்தினார். That was a heart transplant surgery without making any mark on the chest. So they drank out of each other's eyes and their hearts were attracted to each other. So he is describing Rama, Varisilai Annal, Rama with Kodandam. So now Kamban wants to give one weapon to Sita. Valkandangai, her eyes are as sharp as a sword. So that Sita and this Rama, Iruvarum Maripukki, their hearts got exchanged. And very beautiful thing, Varungila, now he told something each one has. Rama has bow, Sita has sharp eyes. Now he wants to describe Rama without anything, Sita without anything. Marungila Nangayum. Sita so thin such that people doubt whether she has a hip or not. Varungila Nangayum, Vasailayyanum. Rama is blemishless. What Sita does not have, Sita does not have a hip. Rama does not have any bad quality. There is nothing wrong with Rama. Vasail Ayyanum, Urungiya Irandudarku, Uyir Ondru Ayinar. It became two bodies and one soul. Karungadal Palliyil Kalavi Neengi Poi, Pirindavar Kodinal, Pesavum Venduma. They did not talk a single word. Because they were together in Kshetrabdi. They have come here from that. They were the ideal couple. They are Divya Dampati. They have met each other after a very long time. But they did not exchange words because their soul is one. So this happens. Don't think that this happened for some 10 minutes and all. It just happened in a fraction of a second and Rama just moved on. The next day, Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana to the court of Janaka, and there is Shatananda. Shatananda is the Kulaguru of Janaka, and this Shatananda is none other than Ahalya's son. So Shatananda explains the remaining story of Vishwamitra. So how Vishwamitra was born we have seen, but he explains the remaining part of his story. So once this Vishwamitra, he was first known as Kaushika. This Kaushika went to the forest for hunting with his Sainyam. At that time, Vasishtha was sitting in the forest doing tapas and he had a cow called Sabala. It is a Kamadhenu. Whatever you wish, it will give. So Vasishtha treated them like with a full-fledged feast. So Vishwamitra thought, he is a single person sitting in a random small hut. If it is with me as the king, I am the king of this place. If it is with me, I will be able to help all the people of my country. So Vishwamitra goes and asks Vasishtha, can you give me the cow? And Vasishtha says, if the cow comes, you can take it. This cow came to me by tapas, so I don't own this cow. So if this cow comes with you, you can take it. And Vishwamitra tries to drag the cow and the cow does not come. So the Shabala asks, I don't want to go, what to do? Vasishtha told, you protect yourself. And from each hair of the cow, a soldier came out and started fighting with the army of Kaushika. Then Kaushika also started firing powerful weapons. What Vasishtha did was, they have that Brahmadandam, right? They have keep their hands and do japam. He kept that outside his house and he went inside. It ate all the weapons. So Kaushika says, I thought I was a very powerful man. This man's power is so much, my power is nothing. So he goes to forest and starts doing tapas. And he wants to become a Brahma Rishi. So, and there were thousands of hurdles. One time Mainaka will come, one time Brahma will come, one time this Trishanku will come and ask, send me to heaven with this body itself. All these problems were there. Each time he lost his tapas and his grade was updated. You are Raja Rishi, you are Rishi, you are Maharishi. And finally, Brahma himself came and told, you are Brahma Rishi. But Vishwamitra told, no, I will not accept. Vasishta should tell me I am Brahma Rishi. And he continues his tapas. And finally, Vasishta agrees, you are a Brahma Rishi. This is the story of Vishwamitra. This is told by Shatananda. Initially, Shatananda was not interested in these people, two random princes. So, but Vishwamitra says to him, Nin Annai Shapam Tirthanam. This is the guy who had removed the curse from your mother. So this is so then Vishwamitra narrates the story of Rama, and Janaka narrates the story of Sita. Janaka wanted to have a child, and he started plowing the land for the yagam. At that time, at the tip of the plow, he found a baby. That is Sita. Sita is so called as Bhumija, one who was born from the womb. And Ayonija, she was not born from a womb. So she is called as Ayonija. The tip of the plow is called as Sita. Sita Langala Paddhati. That is the definition. Sita Langala Paddhati. So she was named as Sita. The other names of Sita are Janaki. Janakasya Putri. So Janaki. The other name of Sita is Maithili. She was the princess of Mithila. So she was called as Maithili. So Janaka narrates the story, and he starts to tell the story of the bow. Once there was a war between Shiva and Vishnu, and this bow was used by Shiva in that war. When Vishnu made a humkaram, that bow cracked. So Shiva was not able to use the bow, and he gave it to Devaratha. Devaratha was the sixth king in this dynasty. That is Janaka's dynasty. He was the sixth king. He was much before Janaka. And Shiva had given it to him. And he has been protecting it for a very long time. So once Sita was playing with the ball, and it went under the box in which this bow was kept. That bow cannot be moved even by 5,000 people. It has only to be pushed in a 16-wheeled cart. Sita just pushed it like some random thing and took the ball and went. So the Janaka decided that person who marries Sita should be capable of lifting this. And that is why he kept that as Kanya Shulkam. So he says, he asked the people to bring the bow, and they bring the bow. And all kings were sitting. Now again we'll switch back to Kambaramayana. In Valmiki Ramayanam, Swayamvaram is not described. There is no Swayamvaram, it is just Dhanur Yagam, and they go to take the, they just go to see the bow. But in Kambaramayana it is more beautiful, and it is like a Swayamvaram. So I switch between Kambaramayana and Valmiki Ramayana. So all the kings, every king comes, they try to lift the bow, no one is able to lift it. So finally, Vishwamitra did not even move, and he did not say, Rama, you go and lift. He was just simply sitting like a stone. Maybe he would have been singing some songs, as if he is not even present there. So Janaka's heart is beating. No one is lifting this bow. How will my daughter get married? Sita was 6 years old then. So Rama was 12 years old, Sita was 6 years old. So he was like, how will I get my daughter married? What to do? And he pleads to Vishwamitra, not by words but by seeing him. We have two people to ask anyone to lift it. Podaham anayavan polivu nokki avvedanai taruhindra villai nokki. Till that point, Janaka was very proud to have Shivadhanush in his palace. But at that point, why did even this bow come to me now? I am not able to get my daughter married. He looks at Rama. Podaham. Rama is sitting like elephant, like not in the size. In the sense, with that Gambhiryam he is sitting. He sees Rama, he sees the bow, and he sees Vishwamitra. Madinai nokkuvan manattai nokkiya kodaman kadalan kooral meginan. Seeing the difficulty Janaka is facing, Vishwamitra turns to Rama and says, Vatsarama dhanuh pashya. It is interpreted in two ways. Vatsarama, oh kid Rama, look at the bow. Pashyas, to look at. There is one more interpretation. First, Vishwamitra told Vatsa, oh kid. Who is the younger of Rama and Lakshmana? Lakshmana. So Lakshmana was about to stand up. Rama dhanuh pashya, look at the bow of Rama. So Lakshmana understood it is not my bow, Rama only should do that. So he says, dhanuh pashya, look at the bow. If they told to us, we'll go look at it and come back. Rama was a prince. So Pathutuvana eduthu paar nartham. It means take and see. So Rama went there. For going to take the bow, Rama standing up. For standing up, Kaman has written a poem. பொழிந்தனை ஆகுதி வாய்வழி பொங்கி எழுந்த கொழும் கடல் என்ன எழுந்தான். When they are doing Purnahuti in Homam, they pour the ghee and lift the struck with which they pour the ghee. As they lift the struck, there will be a drop of ghee going this way, and the fire will catch that dhara of ghee and lift. Rama stood up like that fire. பொழிந்தனை ஆகுதி என்ன எழுந்தான். He stood up like the fire that comes up to get the ahuti. He starts walking. As soon as Rama got up, all the people stood. Azhindadu will, the will that bow is destroyed. They all started cheering. And even like if you're doing something, you will know by the body language whether someone is capable of doing it or not. So Rama stands up and Rama starts walking towards the bow, and people started talking. There were few elderly ladies. They started talking. வள்ளல் மனத்தை மகிழ்ந்தனன் என்றால் கொள்ளென முன்பு கொடுப்பதை எல்லால் வெள்ளம் அணைத்தவர் வில்லினை கொண்டு இப்பிள்ளை முன் வைத்தது பேதமை என்பார். One lady is telling, it is very obvious that Janaka likes Rama. Why don't he just get her married? Why should he keep this bow? What will happen if the bow falls on Rama and he is hurt? So she goes to a motherly nature and feels bad. What if this bow falls on Rama's hands or legs, or if he get hurt or something? So Rama goes, he keeps his hands on the bow, he lifts it. How he lifts? ஆடகம் மாமலை அன்னது தன்னை தேடரு மாமணி சீதை என்னும் பொன் சூடக வாழ்வளை சூட்டிட நீட்டும் ஏடவிழ் மாலை இதென்ன எடுத்தான். So during marriage, Rama will put garland to Sita. How easily he can lift that garland, like that he lifted the bow. And he just wanted to tie the string of the bow. He did not have the intention of breaking it. He just wanted to string the bow, and he pulled the string, and the bow broke. Shiva Dhanush broke. So all these people were having their eyes like this. We should not drink. What if it happens in 1 second? We should not drink. But in that noise, it broke. So Kamban says, எடுத்தது கண்டனர் இட்டது கேட்டார். They saw Rama picking the bow, but they were only able to hear the sound, but they were not able to see the bow breaking. So finally Rama has broken the bow. Rama has won the Kanya Shulkam. Until the Valmiki Ramayana part also. Pashyatam Drisahasranam Bahunam Raghunandanaha Aropayatsa Dharmatma Salilameva Tat Dhanuhu. Just like a child's play, he took the bow and he broke it. So Janaka calls Sita, and they come here to. Then Sita comes with a garland to put it around Rama's neck. Rama told, "Stop! No, I came here to take the bow. Marriage matters you have to discuss with my father. If it was Krishna, even before Sita came with the garland, he would have taken her and ran away. But it is Rama. So he told, stop. Now you don't come here. These marriage matters has to be dealt by my father." So Janaka sends few dutas to go to Dasharatha. They went in 3 days. Dasharatha did not speak a single word. He asked Vasishta what has to be done. Vasishta told, as I told, Vishwamitra has taken your son for good for him, so you go with him. So we'll accept this proposal. They all start moving. In 4 days, they reached Mithila. So when Dasharatha and Janaka are meeting, Janaka says, "I have another daughter, Urmila. I will get her married to your Lakshmana. And I have a brother called Kushadhwaja. He has 2 daughters, Mandavi and Shrutakirti. I will get them married to your other 2 sons. I am very happy to have this sambandham." And the marriage is decided. The date of marriage is fixed. The marriage date is fixed as Panguni Uttaram. Phalguna Masam Uttara Nakshatram. That is the day when you see a lot of, if you go to Srirangam, even today on Panguni Uttaram, Tayar and Perumal, Lakshmi and Narayana, they'll give darshan on the same throne, same Simhasana. All the other 364 days, Perumal is in south direction, Tayar is in north direction. Only on one day near, they come together. On that day only Rama Sita's Vivaham is fixed, and now Rama is going as Urvalam. Like he's taken on a procession around the city. All girls are standing on the balconies and seeing Rama. Thol kandar, thole kandar. Todukadal Kamalamanda Tal kandar, Tale kandar. Tadakkai kandar Makude. So one person said they all went, and the Rama went. Rama's person went. Then no, these people are talking. One girl is asking other girl, "Did you see Rama? How was Rama? He looked like shoulder." Then the other girl said, "Did you see? Yes, he looked like feet." The other girl says, "He looked like hand." So see, they were not able to grasp more than that because that itself is so beautiful. They were immersed in that, and they were not able to come out of the beauty of a single avayavam of Rama. Some you might think maybe they had bad eyes, they were not able to see better. And again, Kamban says, "Vaalkonda kannar yare vadivinai mudiyak kanbar." Their eyes were as sharp as a sword. Even then, they were not able to get the full view of Rama. Oolkonda samayattu annan uruvu kandare ottu. As each religion says, "I know the God fully," these people saw little parts of God and said they know Rama fully. So now they all have arrived at the Kalyanam Mandapam. Now Dasharatha is saying, "This is our dynasty." He is listing all the kings before him. First king Ikshvaku. First king is Manu. Manu, Ikshvaku, Kukshi, Vikukshi, Bana, Anaranya, Prithu, Trishanku, Dundumara, Yuvanashva, Mandhata, Susandhi, Dhruvasandhi, Bharata, Asita, Sagara, Asamanjas, Amshuman, Dilipan, Bhagirata, Kakutstha, Raghu, Kalmashapada, Shankana, Sudarshana, Agnivarshana, Shigraga, Maru, Prashashruka, Ambarisha, Nahusha, Yayati, Nabhaga, Aja, Dasharatha, Rama. Rama is the 36th king in the solar dynasty. So Dasharatha says he has come from this lineage. Janaka says, maybe your dynasty is great, my dynasty is equally great. The first king was Nimi, Mithi, Janaka. All the kings in Janaka's dynasty are called as Janaka only. The specific name of this Janaka is called as Siradhwaja. Janaka, Udavasu, Nandivardhana, Suketu, Devarata, Brihadrata, Mahavira, Sudruti, Drishtaketu, Haryashva, Maru, Pratindaka, Kirtirata, Maharoma, Swarnaroma, Hrasvaroma. Hrasvaroma had two sons, this Siradhwaja and Kushadhwaja, and Siradhwaja's daughter is Sita. So he says all these things. So now I am going to get little into this Nama Sankirtana Sampradayam. In that they tell something called as Pravaram. Pravaram is basically the dynasty and all the good qualities of the bride and groom they will chant. So first I will tell the Pravaram of Sita, and when I finish, you have to just clap for some time. Like it is a tradition. When the Pravaram is done, they clap for Yajurveda Shaka Dhyayinim. She was born in the family that studies Yajurveda. Angirasa Ayasya Gautama Trayarisheya Pravaranvita Gautama Gotrodbhavam. She is born in Gautama Gotra. Chaturdasha Bhuvanadishwarim. She is the queen of this entire Brahmanda. Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayikim. Not this Brahmandam, but all the Brahmandams together. Tattva Swarupinim. She is the essence of all the Tattvas. Chandravamsha Pradipikam. She was born in the dynasty of Moon. She was born in the lunar dynasty. Sharanagata Vatsalam. She is compassionate towards all the Sharanagatas, all her devotees. Vedigarbhotitam. She was born from the Bhumi itself. Padmalankrita Karakamalam. Always holding a lotus in her hand. Kalahamsa Kaminim. Gaminim, she walks like a swan. Indravira Lochanam, Indivara Lochanam, beautiful eyes as a lotus. Divya Sraga Vastra Bhushanam, she is wearing clothes made of very beautiful fabric. Harichandana Lipta Bhujantaram, her shoulders are covered with chandana. Vidyut Prabham, as radiant as the sun. Vishalakshim, with broad eyes. Hamsatmika Koshineya Kinchit Pitam Kinchit Pitena Samvritam. So there are all these descriptions about Sita, and then finally the family background. Jagan Mataram, the mother of the entire world. Nimi Vamshodbhavam, one who has come in the dynasty of Nimi. Swarnaroma Maharaja Varman of Pautrim, Hrasvaroma Maharaja Varman of Pautrim, Janaka Maharaja Varman of Putrim, Shri Sita Namnim, Sakshat, Mahalakshmi Swarupini Mimam Kanyam. So, she was the great granddaughter of Hrasvaroma, the granddaughter of Swarnaroma, and daughter of Janaka. Imam Kanyam, this is the bride. Now, Vashishta is telling the pravaram of Shri Rama. Yajurveda Shakadhyayine, born in the family that studies Yajurveda, Vasishta Maitra Varuna Kaundinya Trayarisheya, Pravaranvita Vashishta Gotrodbhavaya. He is born in Vashishta Gotra. Tribhuvanadhishaya, the Lord of the three worlds. Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakaya, the Ishvara of, yes, they are equal. So, she is the Bhuvanadhishwari, she is Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. Tattvaditaya, one who is above all tattvas. Satchidananda Murtaye, one who is just covered with happiness and jnanam. Surya Vamsha Pavanaya, one who gives purity to the entire lineage of Surya. Akila Jagat Andakarakaya, one who is the creator of this universe. Kshirabdi Vasine, one who resides in Kshirabdi, that is the Milky Ocean. Sharanagata Vatsalaya, he also protects everyone who falls in his feet. Kausalyanandana Vardhanaya, one who gives joy to Kausalya. Tataka Tatake Yantakaya, one who has destroyed Tataka and Tataka. Resume basically. Shri Padarenu Palita, Gautama Kalatraya, one whose foot dust protected the wife of Gautama, that is Ahalya. Parama Bhagavata Architaya, one who is worshipped by all Bhagavatas. Khandirita Tripura Chapaya, one who has broken the bow. Sadhujan Nivasa Vrikshaya, he is like the tree where all Sadhujanas can come and live. Lakshmana Agrajaya, the younger brother of Lakshmana. Srivatsa Kaustubhara Kanaka Keyuradi Divyabharana Bhushitaya, one who is adorned with all jewelry. Why do we put jewelry for deities? To reduce their beauty. Because they are more beautiful in their natural form. Once you start putting jewels to them, their beauty is reduced so that they don't get nazar. Vaijayanti Vanamala Shobhitaya, one who is adorned with Vaijayanti Vanamala. Ikshwaku Vamshodbhavaya, Nabhaga Varmanaha Naptraya, Aja Maharaja Varmanah Pautraya, Dasharatha Maharaja Varmanah Putraya, Shri Ramachandra Varmane, Sakshat Narayana Swarupaya Varaya. So the pravaram is done. Now, there are two sets of people. Ayodhya people, Mithila people. Now they have...
You're getting drunk.
Yeah. Now they have started fighting. Who is more beautiful? Now the people from Rama's side say, Nambiyaikana, Nangaikku Ayiranayanam Vendum. To see Rama, Sita needs 1,000 eyes. Now these people are saying, we agree, Sita needs 1,000 eyes, but Kombinai Kanum Dorum Kurisirkum Annadeya. Every time Rama sees Sita, he will need 1,000 eyes. It's like once you see her, like the bulb fuse, it will go, again you will change the bulb. Like Rama needs 1,000 eyes every time he sees Sita. Now these people are talking. Then there was one girl. No, see, Rama is fine. Look at Lakshmana. Tambi can't look at this fair Lakshmana. And some people were like, leave all these people. Let us go and praise the glory of Vishwamitra who gave these people to our, bringing these people to Mithila. So, Imbarai Naharil Tanda Munivana Iranjaman Bar. So, these people are talking. Now, Pani Grahanam. Janaka is giving Sita's hands to Rama. Yam Sita Mamasuta Sahadharma Charitava Praticha Chainam Bhadraante Panim Grinhishva Panina. Bhadramte. He is telling the sloka. Bhadram means may you live long, blessings for you. That is, he is seeing Rama, he is telling the sloka, but suddenly he is attracted by his beauty and thinks, no, he should not get any drishti dosham. And he says, Bhadram te, Mangalam, Mangalam. So he says, Iyam Sita, this is Sita. Why he should say Sita? This is Sita because once, as Rama, when he saw Sita for the first time, whichever direction he turns, he is seeing Sita only. So he is showing, this is Sita, don't look anywhere else, this is Sita. and says Mama Sutta. Janaka is a karma yogi. He does not have attachment to anything. But he is Mama Sutta. This Sita, he is having only one ahankara in his entire life, and that is Sita. Mama Sutta, she, my daughter. Sahadharma Charitava, she will be your Sahadharma Charini. In Sanatana Dharmam, wife is called as Sahadharma Charini. That is, one who walks along with you in the path of Dharma. So Janaka says, Rama, if you walk in the path of Dharma, she will walk with you. But if you go against the path of Dharma, she will make you walk in the right path. Sahadharma Charitava, Praticha Chainam Bhadramte. Hold her hands very carefully. Don't let her hands out any day. Panim Grinhishwa Panina. Kanyam Kanaka Sampannam Sarvabharana Bhushitam Dasyami Vishnave Dubhyam Brahmaloka Jigisha. This is the Kalyanam mantra, not in Ramayana. It's Kalyanam mantra. Says, I am giving you this girl in marriage to you. You both do dharma together and attain salvation. So, Rama and Sita are married. So, we have not seen Rama and Sita Kalyanam. So, we will join Tyagaraja in celebrating Rama Sita Kalyanam. Gopal.
Oh, third turn though.
Clear cut on.
पवन स्तुति पात्र पावन चरित्र रवि सोम पवनेत्र रमणीय गात्र सीता कल्याण वैभोग गमागम विहार निरुपम शरीर नगध विधार नतलोकाधार सीता कल्याण वैभोग में रामा कल्याण वैभोग में परमेश नुत गीत पव जलधि पोत तरनिकुल संजात त्यागराज नुत सीता कल्याण वैभोग में रामा कल्याण पाटा
If anyone else wants to sing a song, we can sing.
ಆಟ ಕುಣಿದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನಾಡು
Reception orchestra.
It is also bad.
Very, very interesting.
भावयामि रघुरामं भव्यसुगुणारामं भावयामि रघुरामं भव्यसुगुणारामं भावयामि रघुरामं भव्यसुगुणारामं भावयामि रघुरामं भावुकवितरण परापाङ्गलीलालसितं भावुकवितरण परापाङ्गलीलालसितं भावयामि रघुरामं भव्यसुगुणारामं भावयामि रघुरामं दिनकरान्वयतिलकं दिव्यगाधिसुतसवनावनरचितसुबाहुमुखवदम् अहल्यापावनं दिनकरान्वयतिलकं दिव्यगाधिसुतसवनावनरचितसुबाहुमुखवदम् अहल्यापावनम् अनघमीशशापभङ्गं जनकसुतप्राणेशम् अनघमीशशापभङ्गं जनकसुतप्राणेशं घनकुपितभृगुराम गर्भहरमितसाकेतम् घनकुपितभृगुराम गर्भहरमितसाकेतं भागसानिदनि सरिगमनिदम गरिगम पगरि निदनि सरि ओके भावयामि रघुरामं भव्यसुगुणारामं भावयामि रघुरामं.
So like this Tyagaraja took us to
Swati Tirunal.
first song.
Yeah.
This is Swati Tirunal. So witnessed Sita Rama Vivaham. But today if we want to see Sita and Rama, we can go to Srirangam and we can see Sri Ranganathan and Sri Ranganayaki. Go to Thiruvengadam, Srinivasa Perumalan, Alanmel Manganachiyar. Go to Kanchipuram, Deva Perumalan, Perundevitayar. Go to Melkota Narayanapura, Chandler Pillai and Ezgiri Yadirajanachiyar. Go to Tirukudandai, Aravudan and Gomadavali Nachiyar. Go to don't go far, go to this Parthasarathi, Thiruvallikani, Parthasarathi and Rukmani Devi. They are always together waiting for us to come and have a darshan of them. So we all seek his blessings to for everyone who has heard the pious story of Sita Rama Vivaham. All good things, all well-being will be there. There will be happiness and joy in everyone's life. Lakshmi Charana Lakshanga Sakshi Shivaksha Kshemankaraya Sarvesham Shrirangeshaya Mangalam Shriakantaya Kalyanam Nidhaye Nidhayetinam Shri Venkata Nivasaya Srinivasaya Mangalam Astu Shri Stana Kasturi Vasana Vasitorase Shri Hastigirinathaya Devarajaya Mangalam Kamalakacha Kasturi Kartamankita Vakshase Yadavadrinivasaya Sampatputraya Mangalam Vrindaranya Nivasaya Balaramanujaya Chalkuni Prananathaya Parthasutaya Mangalam Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdhaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarabhomaya Mangalam Mangalashasana Pare Madacharya Purogamai Sarvaishcha Purvairacharya Satkrita Yastu Mangalam. Thank you everyone for listening. Forgive for all the mistakes.
Oh, it's like
साकेत निलयाय सनकमुनि पूज्याय सरयूनदीतीर विहरणाय राकेन्दुवदनाय रम्यगुणनिलयाय राजाधिराजाय राघवाय जयमङ्गलं नित्य शुभमङ्गलं जानकीकान्तस्मरणं
जय जय राम राम.
Just wait for 2 minutes, get prasad.